You won't hear this from your agent, but I'm not most agents. If you're planning to move to Galveston County, congratulations! You're about to live where other people vacation. But listen, not all that glitters is Gulfront gold. Some places shine and others leak. I'm going to tell you the truth about the neighborhoods that locals whisper about. The ones that don't make the glossy brochures or drone videos because nobody wants to admit they bought a beach house on a block that floods every other Tuesday with a neighbor who collects junk boats and yells at the seagulls. This is your look before you leap guide, and I'm not going to pull any punches. Have you ever seen a home listing that says water views and then you realize, yeah, because the front yard becomes a pond when it rains? It's not waterfront, it's water under. Let's talk about areas like Bayou Vista and Omega Bay and sections of Dickinson where water rises faster than home values. These places can be wonderful if you love boating and fishing and have a very healthy flood insurance budget. A couple I worked with bought a house in Bayou Vista, beautiful canal lot, great sunsets, and then Tropical Storm Beta rolled through and they spent their first Thanksgiving in Waders using a kayak to bring pumpkin pie to the neighbors. The lesson here, I want you to check historical flood maps. Ask for elevation certificates. And if you hear the phrase, flooded in Ike but not Harvey, y'all, that's not a win, that's a dice roll. There are neighborhoods where you walk outside and immediately feel like an all-you-can-eat buffet for bugs. Anywhere close to stagnant water like parts of Santa Fe or Dickinson Bayou or underdeveloped corners of Hitchcock, you're going to meet the Galveston County Air Force. Mosquitoes the size of hummingbirds. They don't bite, they assault. I've got a story for you. I had a showing once in Santa Fe, and I carry a can of off in my car, and I sprayed half a can of off all over me before I got out of the car. By the time I made it to the porch, I had been bitten on my ankle, my neck, and I swear behind my eyeballs. Buy here if you must, but do yourself a favor. Look for treated areas. Invest in mosquito misting systems and screened porches. And just forget the citronella. You're going to need a flamethrower. Hi, and welcome to the #1 and original Living in Galveston County, Texas channel. We're so glad you're here. My name is Shari Hensley. Galveston County has some beautiful older neighborhoods. Some of my most favorite architecture is on the East End. Some may happen to be right next to train tracks or chemical plants or a 24-hour jack-in-the-box of noise. Parts of Lamarck near the highway or under the radar areas near Port Road in Galveston, these are places where you'll want to invest in triple pane windows and a lifetime subscription of melatonin on Amazon. It's like sleeping on an airport runway during Mardi Gras. A sweet couple from Dallas called me in a panic. They thought they were buying a quiet retirement home near Galveston Bay. Turns out it was 2 blocks from the port's busiest shipping lane. That gentle hum of the ocean, it was an 18-wheeler backing up at 2 a.m. Now we're going to talk about short-term rentals. Sure, they make great cash flow until you're the poor soul trying to live next door. Neighborhoods with a lax HOA or lenient rules like Sea Isle and parts of Jamaica Beach often get overrun with weekend warriors. One of my clients thought buying in Sea Isle would be chill and neighborly. Their first weekend, a bachelor party with huge inflatable flamingos and a karaoke version of Sweet Caroline that went on for 4 hours straight at midnight with foghorns. There are things you just can't unhear. If you're buying to live here full-time, I want you to ask these questions. Does the area have short-term rental restrictions? Are permits required? How close is the nearest party deck? And please drive through the neighborhood on a Saturday night before you commit. TWIA, the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association, is a beast, and some neighborhoods are fully dependent on it. If you're buying on the coast or in certain wind zones like Crystal Beach, San Leon, or older Galveston streets, well, get ready, because TWIA is not optional and it's not cheap. If you've got champagne taste and a beer budget, TWIA is going to hand you a bill like a bottle of Dom Perignon. I've seen quotes hit $6,000 to $10,000 a year, easy, and that's before you even throw in flood insurance. Before you buy, get a quote early. Know your deductible. Ask about TWIA compliance inspections, roofs, strappings, windows. Y'all, it all matters. Have you ever walked into a house and feel like the floor is doing the cha-cha-cha? Some older homes in Lamarck and Mid-Island and Galveston and parts of Hitchcock were built before anyone really cared about piers or beams or drainage. Nobody wants to live in a fun house unless you're charging admission. Cracks in the drywall, sticking doors, and that charm tilt in the kitchen counter, get your wallet crying. Hire a solid inspector. Ask for engineer reports. And beware of the phrase, the home has character. Y'all, it's code for might collapse. Now, let me be clear. Every neighborhood I mentioned has redeeming qualities. Some are great for investors, some are perfect for weekenders, and others are for folks who know the risk and plan accordingly. But if you're new to Galveston County, please don't rely on Zillow photos and wishful thinking. Rely on research, boots on the ground tours, and someone like me to guide you. Because your dream home shouldn't come with surprise wildlife, sky-high premiums, or karaoke trauma. Drop me a comment and tell me what areas you're looking at, and I'll reply with the real scoop. I want you to download my free guide, The 7 Neighborhoods You'll Regret Unless You Read This First. And if you want expert eyes on your house hunt, give me a call. I've got bug spray, flood maps, insurance spreadsheets, and the truth.